Okay, guys. Hey, we're live. We're going to see. Hopefully this works, right? So this is our first in-person live show. I'm here in Chicago at LivCo HQ. So we're giving this a shot. Sarah's over there as our audio monitor in the booth. I think we call it the booth, right?
Yeah.
At the production level. So really excited that Matt and Becky from Rough Bones are joining us here today. Gave them the call yesterday. Matt's like, yeah, I'm in. Becky's like, no way. Like, you can do it. But just a little background. Matt and Becky are married. And they're a creative genius duo who does all the content for LivCo for several years now and just does an incredible job. And we get such great feedback on, our social media, on our website, our photos and everything. And you guys are the genius behind it. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Dave.
Appreciate it.
And I'd love to kind of dig in because you're kind of design buildy, right? In terms of, Sarah says, speak up. So maybe I need to lean in a little bit. It fits my audio levels. So you're kind of design buildy because Matt, you are the photographer, right?
Photographer, videographer, yeah.
He does the photo and video, and then Becky, you're pulling it all together. You're writing the copy, the creative,
copy, design work, yeah.
A little bit of everything. Do you do most of the planning and tell Matt what to do?
I would say
that's more collaborative.
Yeah, we don't do a collab. Becky definitely will come up with like some of the concepts for like your reels, and then she'll take my photos and then edit up a reel. Majority of the time, but it's usually a collab from like idea to finish. Definitely.
Sundays are usually spent sitting with a little dry erase board, writing down what we want to do for the week.
Yeah,
I would think that would take a fair amount of planning. I used to do a fair amount of social media for LivCo, and at some point I just couldn't. I couldn't figure it out anymore. Yeah, it was every Sunday. I was like, oh, geez, what am I going to do? Exactly. What can I recycle? But I also was doing other jobs such as design and running a company at the same time. So it was a lot. Yeah. So I really appreciate you guys taking it over and taking it to the next level for sure.
Absolutely.
And then you guys, you don't just work for LivCo. Unfortunately, you have other clients as well.
We do. We have Buckle Down Brewing, where Becky does all the can art and we handle all their social media. We do their website, email, advertising, and like pretty much all aspect visual we do for Ike and Michelle over at Buckle Down Brewing. And then we just recently are working with Riverside Golf Club on their social media and monthly newsletter.
Mm-hmm. And we also work with Riverside Foods.
And Riverside Foods now.
All right. Peter's.
Yeah, doing some social media. Well, we make the reels for him.
Yeah,
some of them.
And then they still manage their social media, but we do some of their content.
Yeah, and I do design work for them as well.
Yep. And then we also photograph cars.
Yeah.
And you do cars? You do some real estate? Do you do real estate?
Yeah, that's actually how we got connected.
Yeah, through Jeff Baker.
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
But then you were doing stuff for Ann as well.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a connection between us. It's just that we know Ike and we know Peter and all these people. It's kind of like a fun small circle.
And Dan and Kate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You're doing their stuff too.
Yep.
It's a pretty good range, and then also leather goods.
Yeah, not so much anymore.
That's not so much, but we do work for jiu-jitsu gym. We do photos and video, and then I do design work for their competitions that they have. Yeah.
So how do you choose the companies that you want to work with? Because just the two of you, you only have so much time.
Yeah.
Right. Now we're basing it more on
fun.
Yeah.
What's the fun level there?
Yeah, like less business, more fun.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, that's just the way we do it. I think one time you and I were at Buckle Down having some beers, and I think I talked myself out of a job.
We do that a lot.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
we're very honest.
These people are mean. I don't like working with them. It's like, yeah.
But I think I was like, oh no, you can do it, man. Like, here's how you do it. And I think I just explained everything that I know. And then I was like,
we do
because
that.
we like to be friends with our clients, and then because that's the only way you're going to make fun, interesting content is to have like a natural relationship first, and then you make the content, because obviously being in front of a camera kind of sucks sometimes.
Yeah, people don't always enjoy it.
Right. But but like, you know, if you're comfortable with the people that are creating the content, you're going to get something a little bit more natural. And then it's kind of, and also like you spend a lot of time working. If you're not having fun, what's the point?
Yeah.
So that's kind of been our philosophy.
And we want to make sure that we're actually like benefiting our client, not just, okay, give us a check. Like,
Right.
We want to actually help.
Yeah.
And if we can't really help you because you're already doing good, we're going to be honest about that.
Right.
Yeah. Like even with Peter, we kind of
Yeah.
talked ourselves out of a job a few months ago, and he's like, no, just do this
Yeah.
for us. And we're like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you guys are good. What do you need us for? Are you doing like the weekly flyers for them and stuff too?
No, I do more of their like big event
Yeah.
things that they have on, or like signage in their store, like the
Yeah.
Mediterranean sign and stuff like
Oh,
that.
cool.
Wine deal.
Yeah. She just got done with the Thanksgiving
Postcard.
postcard. So if you're in Riverside, you'll probably get those.
Yeah, you'll get one of my little artworks.
That's awesome. Well, and you guys do like beer labels and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all the graphic design for some really cool stuff. Any of those stickers there? There's all other.
That one.
Oh, nice.
That's a really old.
That's an old one.
Very old, like 10 years now.
Well, you know, you said the word natural, right?
Yeah.
And choosing your clients that you get along with, and you know, I think that's a really valuable thing in today's world with AI and kind of the push, like, oh, no, AI is going to kill marketing. It also leaves a giant opportunity for the authenticity to really come out, right? To be a differentiator. So I think it's really special to have the position that you guys do and to be so close to all these companies and know them, right? So you know that we're quirky when we want to be quirky, right?
Yeah.
And you guys are able to kind of bring that out in different ways. And I mean, we all know that Buckle Down and Ike's already quirky, so you probably don't have to do a whole lot with that.
No.
Are any of those Ike's ideas, or you guys?
We'll do a collab here and there.
Yeah?
Like there, he's just like, hey, 47th Street's open. What are we gonna do? And I'm like, dude, we need to get a high vis vest, and then you're gonna be the guy like, come on, let's go, like coming through, like think Chicago road worker, and then he runs with it. So it's just like.
He's even featured in your own video on your website.
Yes,
for
he
Rough
is.
Bones.
Yes,
he
is.
Sure is.
Yeah, that's really good. That's fun. No, I think that authenticity is something that's really, really special, and you know, just to kind of channel this in for anyone in business who's listening to this is kind of a content marketing, you know, podcast to learn about it. I mean, any kind of trends or things that you guys are seeing, or any recommendations in terms of content, like regularity, platforms?
It's constantly changing. Like obviously one thing that like people don't know, like Instagram, they're like, oh, I wish it ran like how it did in 2013. And it's like, well, it can't. You just have to hit the Instagram button on the top left and then hit following, and then it'll be just like the Instagram from 2013.
Really? But nobody uses that.
No one uses it.
No.
So it doesn't do any good to exist
do any
like that.
good. Yeah. But right now is a great time to get in front of people who don't follow you at all.
Yeah.
Like just put out content that's true to you, obviously, but also just like make stuff, put it out, and then see what hits, make that again.
Kind of like this show.
Yeah.
We're up to 2,980 listeners. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 2. Sorry.
You
that's just
freaked
on
out for a second.
I was like, all right.
That's just on YouTube though. We get a lot on Instagram. How about other platforms? Are you guys seeing? Well, we have TikTok.
Yes.
LivCo's on TikTok, right?
We do have TikTok.
How's that going? Because I don't have TikTok, I'm afraid.
It's going.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, the amount that we're getting traction-wise is good,
Yeah.
I would assume.
What are there other industries that you see pretty prevalent in TikTok?
I don't really like hang out on TikTok too much,
yeah,
but
sure.
yeah.
I wasn't sure if like the breweries do a little bit more on
We-
TikTok.
Yeah,
We
like
still
we do
put it-
some with that.
Yeah,
too.
like we still put it up there
Mhm.
because it's free
It's another-
99.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it doesn't cost any money to have the platform. It's free advertising.
Yeah.
Right.
So
No matter what, it's good.
You're already making the content.
Exactly.
right, like if you're making, like if it's most of these platforms and some of the websites are free, it's like why not put pictures, video, whatever the platform calls for, use it.
Right.
Like it's just more eyes on the brand.
Yeah.
And that's kind of,
That's always good.
yeah.
Yeah. And if it's, it starts with good content, right? There's other stuff that you guys are doing, specifically with us and design, build, remodeling, which would be a lot of the community groups, right?
Yeah.
Like really getting in front of the community and making sure that, and is that kind of continue to be an ongoing exercise?
Yeah, it's becoming a little bit more difficult now because there a lot of moderators aren't really liking businesses in general posting. So you kind of have to wait for someone to bring up the subject and then you just scoot on in there.
Right.
Get in the comments, the DMs. But yeah.
Well, I feel like
just being aggressive with that.
Yeah, and a lot of communities have their own, it seems like a lot of those community groups have gotten smaller and smaller and smaller, right?
Yeah.
Like you have a Facebook community group for like a block and not even necessarily a town anymore, right? And you don't necessarily need to infiltrate that. It's just kind of figuring out. I mean, really all we're trying to do is make sure that people know that we exist. I'm not saying that we're for everybody, but we're for a lot of people and we're a really good fit for them. And if they don't know that we exist, then, it sucks for them.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's just finding the right channels and the right, we don't have so much money and time, right? So finding the ones that are the most productive for sure.
Yeah, but even like real life stuff, like having small events, sponsoring, a baseball, t-ball team, like doing like everyone's very like social media. It's like also you have to do the real life stuff. Yeah, is even more important.
Yeah,
than just the digital aspect of it.
Yeah, participating in community.
Exactly, like doing events, doing small events and just like actually building a real life community is probably number one. Mm-hmm. And then social, then you can just document what you're doing in real life and just put it on social. Yeah, and it'll be just as good.
Yeah, and we sponsor a lot of community events, and it's just hard to get to all of them.
Right.
So like every year we sponsor at Riverside Art Center and the Ravens Ball or whatever their big thing is, and we get tickets to it. And it's like we're just unable to go, or someone's unable to go and kind of pull it together. And I'm trying to figure that out because we sponsored Hinsdale's Rotary Run. Sarah and her husband ran in it, but we couldn't get people to put a tent together. It's almost like you need a separate team to do it because everyone's doing so many things.
Right. Yeah.
But way back in the day, and this is before you guys knew us, I wish I had a photo. I should have thought of this ahead of time, but there's no planning in this show. So we used to do the Riverside Farmers Market.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was a farmers market. No, it was the car shows. So the car shows were really fun. And so we were a young growing company and we lived in Riverside. And so we get a bunch of us, we'd set up the tent, pay the $100 for the tent area. And I built this bike machine. So I bought like an old Schwinn for $50 and dismantled it and turned it into like this thing that you'd spin a wheel and then it would like land on a prize. It was the weirdest thing you've ever seen.
That's pretty sweet.
I have seen a photo. It was on your Facebook like a long
time ago.
Yes,
yeah, like,
I've
what
seen
is
it,
this
though.
thing? It was very dangerous.
Yeah.
Like if a kid put his finger on the spokes and like. But yeah, we always had fun doing that stuff. It's really hard to keep that up. So I think what we're trying to do yesterday, construction team put together our trade appreciation event.
She was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was there.
I know. I got there a little bit later, but just more planned events like that for trades. We did our client appreciation. We did our anniversary party, but we haven't done another client appreciation party because the 13-year anniversary isn't as exciting as the 10th. But getting more and more of those things together, but it takes a lot of work.
It does.
Really does.
Yeah. Event planning is wild.
It's a whole nother thing. Cool. So what else are you guys seeing in the world of marketing? What's the AI? What's going on with that? What's the conspiracies behind AI?
I honestly don't like people that just use AI is going to lose the human aspect of it. Mm-hmm. Where I think if you just show real people, it'll be like, of course, AI it's going to do its thing. It's here. The genie's out of the bottle.
Yeah.
It's going to do its thing. But that's where I'm like, okay, people are going to do that, but also showing real Dave is going to probably be more authentic.
I wouldn't use me as an example.
Yeah, I know. But just
because I'm sitting here.
I think authenticity is going to be more of a main like driver to businesses content than you can just see what AI is doing. But you can sprinkle it in too for copy here and there and then twist it up into your own words to save a little bit of time. But visually for us, we don't use it too much. We might use it for selections. Like if I got to select like a sky, that saves me a lot of time to bring down the tones a little bit. But other than that, all of our stuff is not AI driven.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see, a lot of the editing tools are getting more and more sophisticated, which can be really helpful. Yeah. And idea generation is kind of fun, right? Even in architecture and design, right? Like we can type something in, not saying, and whatever ChatGPT generates is always the wrong size and doesn't work, but at least it gives you like a visual to think about something a little bit different.
Exactly.
It kind of like helps you turn the page upside down, which is kind of fun. And logos are the funniest because they're they're really
they get pretty fun. They get a little wonky, you get people with like 3 fingers over here.
Oh yeah, it's wild.
And actually on your, it's not up here right now, but on the did you see the title page where I just had Matt's photo because Becky wasn't fully committed yet. So it still had, because I cut that from your website. And I went into Photoshop to try and Photoshop it out. And I was like, I'm not going to do it. Because I made your beard really weird.
Was it long?
No. It was, I was like, I cut like half your beard and then pasted it over here in Photoshop. And then I went into Canva. I was like, maybe Canva can fix this for me. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. But and for those of you watching, so your website is roughbonesco.com, right? Yeah. So on the homepage of their website is just this awesome image sequence, and so I couldn't get a photo of you, so I would just use a snipping tool and like wait for it, and I got a bunch of it. So I had, people can't see this, but oh man, well maybe it's still open in Photoshop. So I was gonna use that one. So this is your really weird beard on there. Yeah. But anyway, it was really fun trying to figure out the ones to pull off of there for sure.
Oh yeah.
Cool. So what other advice do you guys have for folks in this world of marketing and content?
Well, I'm not sure, because like we kind of fell into this type of like what we're doing. We just kind of fell into it. We just saw, because obviously when I started with you, I was just taking pictures and doing video, and then that was same for Buckle Down. I literally would go into Buckle Down once a week and we would trade photos for beer. Yeah. And that's just like,
take that deal.
That was the that's kind of like how we built this, was just like trading art for services pretty much. So, and then when social media came around, it was more of like, hey, this is kind of a pain in the ass, can you take this over? And I was like, sure. And this is like for Buckle Down. And then we just started just kind of figuring it out through trial and error with Buckle Down. And then we did a pretty good job. And I think that's when you're like, can you do our stuff too? Like I was already taking pictures of your projects. And then it was like, okay, let's just run with it. So majority of our time is like, we know what we're doing, but we don't know what we're doing. So like, we are not, like, we just like, all right, we need to figure it out. Yeah. And then we just kind of, because her and I both just have art degrees. We don't have advertising or marketing.
Nothing fancy.
Like our background's literally like, we'll just figure it out. So like, just do stuff and figure it out is like my only advice to anyone doing stuff.
And always have fun while you do it. Yeah. If you're not having fun, it's probably going to come off unauthentic.
Well, and on the do stuff and figure it out, like I've talked about it on this show before, but for 3 years I was trying to do some sort of live show and I kept overthinking it. And it's like, just do something, worst case, it's not good. Right. But really the real worst case is doing nothing, not even having anything to show for it. Right. Because you're you're too afraid or not sure if it's going to be good.
Right. Well, that's how stuff gets better.
Right.
Yeah.
Because everything you do at first is not going to be good.
Yeah.
But you just keep doing it, it's going to get better. Like no matter what, if you just keep doing it, it will get better.
Yeah.
And the fear with that is that then you increase the standard, and then it always has to be better.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, that's
okay.
That's
though,
okay.
right?
Yeah, that's progression.
So you guys met at Columbia College in art.
We actually knew each other in high school.
Oh yeah.
But we dated two different people, and then we.
Let's talk about that. Just kidding. And we have them. They're calling in right now.
Oh no! Oh, pass.
So and then we, I think we were sitting outside the Congress building at Columbia.
Oh, I was leaving class.
She was leaving class, and I was outside. Like I always just hang out for class, just curing a hangover, and then that's
you just asked me for a ride home.
I just moved back to the suburbs, and I was like, hey, you live in the suburbs, can I get a ride home?
I was like, okay.
This guy doesn't have a
Person
car,
that I've
ride.
only talked to once in my life.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Were you guys in any classes together there? Were you
No.
studying?
No.
What were the curriculums you were both doing there?
Well, you were graphic design, and then I was photography.
Yeah.
I was just, I thought I was going to be in the dark room after college, just making art. And obviously that, doesn't pay the bills. So you got to figure there's something else out. But yeah, that's how we kind of met, was just randomly
reconnecting
that way. We knew each other kind of in high school, and then that's how we met.
And it's so funny because we only live like 7 blocks from each other too.
Really?
Like our childhood homes are super close together.
Both Westmont? Or you guys?
No, Countryside and then Western
Grange.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. My parents are right on Gilbert, so it's in between Western Springfield and Grange.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's so weird.
So on the photography side of things, you mentioned, dark rooms. So since then, what are kind of to you the most exciting technology changes in the world of photography?
I would just say the video capability now is wild.
Yeah.
The low light stuff is pretty nuts. Like Red and Nikon just kind of like merged together. So I'm pretty pumped on like the Red technology integrating with the Nikon technology. So that's going to be sweet. Just creating really crisp videos. But other than that, like we don't really look at too much stuff, because I think gear, like kind of like if you become a gearhead, it kind of cripples your like creativity.
Mm-hmm.
So like I keep my kit pretty basic, mainly because it's like it's not what you have, it's what you make. And like I kind of like to lean on like we can get all this gear, but like let's just like focus more on what we're making than the gear aspect.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I've always been.
What for our projects, the architectural photography, what are you using for lenses and such?
I'm using a 14 to 24 millimeter wide angle and then a full frame digital camera.
Okay.
And then that's it. Like I base off natural light pretty much, and then like I might do a little bit of photo stitching for some window detail, but other than that, like, because if you use like real estate flash, it makes it really flat.
Yeah.
Like it's just, like it doesn't give. It's like you can see the space, but I think for you, we're trying to capture more of like the feeling being in your spaces, more than like, yes, we're trying to show your, what you guys do, but we're also trying to capture a feeling as well.
No, totally. I mean, when we reached out to you guys, because we had another photographer and he got ill, and I was like, oh shoot, we really need someone that kind of gets us, and photography is really important to our projects, right? Mm-hmm. And you came in and immediately, I think you kind of embodied it, right? Like it has I don't want to call it like a grittiness, but it's like a contrast where it never feels washed out. Where, right, to your point, often those real estate photos kind of feel like an episode of Oprah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, like it's just kind of washed and
there's
just
no
neutralized.
Shadow.
Yeah.
Like there's not, So like I think our first project was the water tower.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's a tricky one because it's a lot of glass.
Yeah.
And then deep walnuts, and there's very specific contrast, but it's also really simple.
Yeah.
Right. yes, I'm sure all the shadows and everything in that is an opportunity, but also makes it kind of hard.
Yeah.
And there's no cabinet hardware because everything's concealed. So it's like it's how do you kind of embody that?
Right. Yeah.
Any pointers for the remodelers out there who are watching on what they should think about when they do photo shoots?
Ooh.
I know my number one rule.
What's your number one rule?
Put the toilet seat down.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. He was telling me about that recently because I was about to post something. And he's like, "You can't. It has a toilet seat up." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh yeah. She's like, "But this is a good photo." I'm like, "Dave will hate it."
I was like, "Okay." I'm like, no problem. I'll find another one.
Man, that's a good question because it's so hard for tips because I'm just like, you just go in there and do your thing,
Right.
like because I've been doing it for a while and just like, yeah, just go do your thing and then that's it. But like, really think about, like I said, like, yeah, you want to capture like the project itself, but really like, how do you want people to feel seeing that, and then go from there.
Right.
Like if it's a dark space, it's okay to have some deep shadows. Like if it's a kitchen, it's okay to have some like little blown out spots in the window. Like it kind of shows like how bright it is. Like different stuff to like capture, because you're really capturing a feeling and then you're capturing the space, to me.
Yeah, I should have planned ahead here a little bit more and had like some of the photos to share, like some of my favorites, because there's the Downers Grove kitchen with the family. I mean, I use it all the time. I think it's probably
Is that the one with the map in the back?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
No, there's not a map in the back. That's the dark tone one.
Yeah.
It's the kitchen edition. It's all the glass, and there's the mom and the dad and 2 daughters and son, and it's the Green Islands.
Oh.
And like the sun coming through the trees behind it is just like, it's perfect. It completely embodies the energy of that design specifically for that family.
Yeah.
They're like super fun and creative.
Yeah.
Really an entertaining family, like, to say the least.
Right.
So that was always like was definitely one of my favorites.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, we framed it just like I was in the other room.
Yep.
And then we
like looking through and the vault comes.
I was gonna say the vault is healing. Okay.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite projects.
My computer just turned off on me. Did it just go to sleep? Hope we're still broadcasting. We'll find out. Okay, I think we were still broadcasting.
I was sick.
It just went to sleep. Sorry, guys. Other stuff. So, for us personally, I kind of talked to this about other remodeling. We're usually trying to document the full spaces for the most part in a 1-point perspective, right? So we have things vertical. There's always opportunities to do something a little bit different, but that's usually what I tell people in architectural photography. It's just kind of the old school nerdy way is like trying to have verticals.
Yeah.
But then get off the tripod too.
Right.
Like
you're going high, you're going low.
Yeah. Get it, hit it different angles. Like obviously get your tripod shots, and then take it off the tripod and get down, get up, like move around.
Yeah.
Like get next to the counter, shoot at a different angle, just to like different perspectives.
Yeah.
And we usually have, I think Sarah usually does the photo shoots with you now. I used to. So it's all also, I think, interesting to have someone, or Anna or Maddie for that matter, someone who's involved in the design too.
Yeah.
That can tell you like what was kind of the what embodies this project, what this was all about. Like we have to get this right. Like sometimes there's just those moments that maybe the person off the street doesn't notice, but was such a big part of the project, and we want to make sure we get that in there too, right? Tell the story.
Well, that's the really fun part now when we're doing the final like product shots, is we're miking up your designers.
Yeah.
And they're walking us through the whole process.
Yeah.
So it's cool to like hear the whole story now, like kind of like what it was to what it is now and what it took. Like it's fun to do that now.
Yeah, and we try and get you befores ahead of time, because they're kind of hilarious, right? Like some of our projects are the befores don't really make any sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because it's like the kitchen, this was a bathroom and now it's a family room. How does that work?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we try and capture a similar view for the after so that we can show a true before and after comparison, which is often very, 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 very different.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. And then, something else I was going to say on that front, I think you already covered, is doing the photo and the video at the same time with kind of the design team there.
Knock it all out.
And the owners too. Like we've been really fortunate. We've had such great clients. Not everybody's up for it, but a lot of them are willing to be in photos.
Yeah, or even video too. Like getting your clients talking about their side too. Like that's always awesome.
Yeah, and that's a testament to their willingness to help us out, right?
Yeah.
But it also, because people ask us that too. They say, I've seen your photos and you have the people. Like, you have like models, or they staged? I'm like, nope, we just have really good looking clients. Like, no, literally it's the families that are like, yeah, it'll be fun. And some of them probably use them for their Christmas card. And
why without it?
They have those photos for forever. Cool. And then on Becky, on your front, what advice do you have for, I know we kind of talked about the idea of content and everything else for social media, but like in copywriting, certain things pointers that you can give people for the actual writing of posts and such?
Goodness. Not really, but it is definitely finding your own unique voice with it instead of just trying to put out something that you think people want to hear or read about. It's really finding that little niche, but I don't know. I can't give any advice on how to find that, but good luck, but that's really it.
Just being true to you.
Yeah, it's just
it.
really sticking to who you are, and just, I know we say it every time, but just having fun, and because people are just drawn to that.
Yeah.
They don't want to listen to the serious people over and over and over again. They want to listen to the fun people who are actually having fun, and they're obviously passionate about what they do.
And in reality, it's who we want as our ideal clients, right?
Yeah.
Right. And our goal isn't to have 2 million followers, unless we have 2 million followers who live in Chicago or North Carolina and want us to do projects for them. Right. If the 2 million followers help us to get in front of more people like that, but we're not following an equation and there's so many resources out there to say, this is how to get more followers. This is how to do this. But we really, our focus is for us is to ooze who we are and our core values, right? Like what LivCo is all about. Tell the story of fundamentally how we believe that we're helping our clients and helping the housing industry and helping neighborhoods and communities through what we do. And it's pretty easy to just talk about that, right?
Yeah.
In just regular content and a regular conversation, because it's just part of the story.
Right. Yeah. Like, just don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Just do you. Like 100%. And then let it go.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't overthink it. And then a lot of people overthink stuff. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just put it, like, whatever, even if it's just you on your cell phone, you don't need to hire a professional.
I've done a bunch of those.
Like, just do it and then put it out.
Those were really fun during COVID because is it more COVID silver linings? Because I think the content just got grittier, right? Because before that, it seemed like everything had to be professionally produced.
Yeah.
Right.
And if it wasn't to that, ad level, it just wasn't that good. But COVID, the selfie videos and all that stuff just became a little bit more commonplace, where there was just more interesting content because people had the time. And I think that still sticks, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. There'll be a few times where we're like, should we shoot this on a big camera? It's like, let's try it on the phone and see how it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're not opposed to that. Like, how does this work? Put it up.
Yeah.
And see if it works.
Yeah. Worst case, it's not good.
Yeah.
Right. Then put out something else, because we're in like people are going to see something, and then like if they like it, they're going to hit the heart, and then they're going to move on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And don't be afraid to put stuff out.
You never know. The worst video that you put out might be your best performing video.
That's right.
You never know.
I got that one with like 2 million views, which was the guy installing feathering and wood flooring. I just
Yeah.
called it feathering, and like the internet blew up. They're like,
Yeah.
that's not what it's called. It's called this.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
got a
everyone
bunch
starts
of trolls.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know. Like it was just
Right.
content that I thought was somewhat interesting.
It was.
I don't.
Yeah.
You know, did it get us any projects? No.
Right.
But it got you
Yeah.
a couple million views.
Yeah, that's worth something. So I know we're pretty much at time here, but if you guys don't mind kind of revealing, because we're coming into Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. How come you didn't post anything for National Bosses Day last week?
National Boss.
National Bosses Day.
And I've been giving everybody crap. Thanks for the gifts. No, but so you guys want to give us a little preview on what you have planned for LivCo content, or any of your, not even for LivCo, but you don't have to say the companies or what you're doing, but or what the companies are, but like what are you really excited about coming into the holiday season in terms of content?
Oh man.
Anything crazy?
We just did
Halloween,
Halloween.
which is always fun. That's always my favorite content to do.
Yeah.
Ooh, and Christmas. Because
Oh,
last
yeah.
year we did like the cookie video and we made like the little house. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's right. We had the paper house again. Yeah.
That was super fun.
Halloween, you usually put on your ghost costume.
Yep.
Yeah.
I get talked into doing that.
We did a trick or treat video for you guys.
Yeah.
That will go up next week.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be next week. That'll be on Halloween.
Yeah, that one's fun.
Yeah.
Especially if you look at what's on the trick part.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm intrigued. Yeah, and then how about what are you guys cooking up for Ike and Michelle?
They're doing Booze and Brews this Saturday. So we dressed her as Ghost. And
Yep.
then Becky did some dance moves. That went up today. So that one's fun. They got Crackle Fest coming in a couple weeks where it's just fire pits in the parking lot, drinking beers and
S'mores.
doing s'mores. And then Peter, we're going to do some turkey stuff with him next Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's more of like we just kind of roll with it. But LivCo, there's going to be a sweet recipe coming out on the email blast. So
No pun
that'll be
intended.
cool. Yeah. But yeah,
We'll have to pump up the new website that should be coming out here soon for LivCo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, really, if there's other content that all of our viewers want to see or hear about, from newsletters to other stuff, we're all ears. Maybe we should reach out to the audience and be like, what do you guys want to see?
What do you want to see this holiday season?
Less Dave. I get it. Well, I think that's a wrap. Do you guys just want to kind of close out by letting us know where folks can find you? Not that you're available to work for anybody else other than your current clientele, but
oh no, we're looking to take on a couple more.
Cool.
We have a little strategy idea that we're trying to do, but you can get us at roughbonesco.com.
Awesome.
That's it. We are awful at our own social media. And we don't really do too much on our social media.
I love your website.
The website's fun.
Yeah.
We try to make that as fun because like you go to our website, that's what you're
You
getting.
know what you're getting.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want us to come to your office in a suit, that's not happening.
No.
You should be able to tell from our website right away.
Yep.
Yeah.
There'll be a dog involved. Demon. What's the dog's name?
Mayhem.
Mayhem. Demon.
Close enough.
Mayhem.
Same.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the same.
Mayhem.
Yeah, she'll tell you all about it.
Well, thanks everybody for watching. This has been really cool. A little departure coming from LivCo HQ and then turning the tables on our marketing, social media, and content team. So
We
thanks.
should have wore Halloween costumes.
Next, we'll have you on again. Next
Hey,
time.
we'll do the Halloween special every year.
Well, thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah, thanks,
Much
Dave. That was
appreciated.
fun.
We could have had a live
Golf
audience.
clap.
Yep.